Okay. Before I say this, I want to say I love USA. I love America. I've been here my whole life. This is all I know. And I actually have a great appreciation for our founding fathers who actually got this country up and running, got it started, all that good stuff. But I have an issue. I feel like our country is, as Cat Williams say, a bully nation. They like to pick on the little people. I'm gonna give you an example. I think our country is like a bullshit country, and the only reason why I feel it is a bullshit country is because you have to really watch your surroundings. A lot of people are going through that every day, and they don't think about the bigger picture. I'm not one of those people. Um, I do my head's always in the clouds, mind you, but I do try to bring myself down, especially when I look at what's going on in the world and what's going on with the country and stuff like that. Because when I sit down and think about it, it's like this: our country is full of contradictions, and our country is full of bullshit. If you ask me, there's no other word for it but bullshit, foolery, fuckery. Pick one. It's full of it. Point blank. Period. I'm gonna give you an example. I have some college loans. This might be TMI, but I need to tell you this because it's gonna help you understand. I have my own college loans. Now these college loans are in default. I went to go and try to sign up for school, and I couldn't go to school because my loans was in default. They were in default because these was supposed to defer my loans and did not. Years ago, actually, this was happening years ago. And because I don't work, because no one's hiring me anyway. Um, my loans went into default. Ain't nobody paying them. Hey, I mean that's what happens. But I can't go back to school because of it. Or at least I can't get loans. Once I can't go back to school, I have to pay for it. But I can't use those loans because of it. Now here's what I think is ludicrous. I'm gonna take a country like Canada. In Canada, you get free health care, free insurance, or excuse me, let me say that again. In Canada, you get free health insurance, free health care, whatever. You get, I think marijuana is legal, and then in Canada, you also get free education back to the USA. Now, in the US of A, you have to pay for college, you have to pay for health insurance, and marijuana is illegal. I feel that that is a bunch of bull because in our country, it's like you teach us from when we're little, so y'all smart because y'all get us when we're young. Go to school, little Valencia. You gotta go. You know why? Because you're gonna make a whole bunch of money, and you can be anything you want to be. You're gonna have that degree, and blah blah blah. But they don't tell you that when you go and try to get into school and stuff like that, you actually get yourself into debt. And if you don't pay that off, now your credit's shot to hell, and it's your fault because you're supposed to pay it. But I feel like if you're gonna go to school, you should let us go for free. Like, at least be happy that somebody wants to go and get an education. There's some kids that don't want to go to college, don't want to go to school, don't ever go. Some people don't even finish high school. And then it's like, the contradicting thing about that is, if those same students skip high school, y'all send them to jail. Or their parents go to jail if they're minors. So you send a child or a person to jail who don't want to go to school, and for those bitches that do want to go to school, y'all charge us. What? Like, contradicting to me. Contradicting. Then it's like this. When you think about taxes, you pay taxes at the beginning of the year. For those of us who are working, you get tax taken out of your check every time you get a check. And then you turn around and we have to pay for health care. What? Don't I pay you enough? Y'all gonna take money out my check every day, every time I get paid, you're gonna take money out. Then I owe you money. Some people get money back in February, but some people actually have to pay the government. They still owe the government money. And it's like, if I've been working my ass off all year, I didn't work all year for y'all because I work for me and whatever else is going on in my life, my kids, my husband, me, myself, whatever. I'm working for me. You're already taking that money on top. So then it's from them paying, from making you pay taxes to the healthcare portion. I got a bill for $600 for transportation medical transportation is what they said. Now I got this bill, and I'm thinking to myself like, well, I shouldn't have a bill because it's like I'm sick and I need help. It should be, it's in my head, it should be that you guys would take care of it. Now, granted, there's two things that are in play here. One, we pay what's called health insurance, and I think that's a load of shit too. Why am I paying y'all health insurance every month, paying for this, for that, and the other? When I go to the doctor, I still have to pay the doctor some type of uh, uh, what do they call it? Copay. Either have to pay a copay, or I'm not going to pay a certain amount, or I still have to pay for my meds. So if I am sick and y'all take care of everything, I still got to pay for my meds. I shouldn't have to pay for nothing. I shouldn't. I didn't ask to get sick. It's not my fault. The least y'all can do, since we pay taxes, is to take care of us. That's just make sure America's healthy. That's the only thing I'm thinking about. Like, you should do that. So yeah, when you get your taxes and you get sick, or excuse me, when you get your health insurance and you get sick, it really don't mean nothing. You're still gonna probably have to pay out your pocket. For those of y'all that don't have to pay anything, y'all one of the lucky ones. Majority of everybody, unless you're on Medicaid, Medicare, whatever, you guys have to pay for it. Same thing with your medications. Now, the other part of it, the second thing that makes it worse is I'm sitting here thinking to myself like, okay, so I can get to the hospital and get taken care of. Okay, that's what my insurance premium covers, but y'all won't cover my transportation, meaning that if I was to sit here bleed, I would have to sit here bleed to death and die because I can't get to the hospital because I don't have a ride of my own, and y'all gonna charge me $600 to take me. Ludicrous. That is ludicrous. I'm ready to move to Canada. Who's with me? Okay? I can't believe that our country is ran by people who feed us what they want to feed us. They put on TV what they want us to watch. And like I said, I'm not one of those people that walks around with my heads in the cloud. I have to bring myself down to really look at the situation sometimes and be like, yo, that don't sound right. If you pay it, I don't even watch news anymore. But when I used to, when my mom used to even, she'd stay on news. She didn't watch it as much. But when she did, you'll sit down and look at it, and it's a lot of bullshit that our country feeds us. They make us watch what we want to watch, and I'm sorry for those of y'all who disagree with me, but they make us watch what we want to watch. They feed us what they want to feed us, put on the market what they want us to have, and then everything that they give us has a fucking side effect. And then look, with the marijuana thing that pisses me off, y'all got marijuana legal, but y'all got alcohol and cigarettes legal. That's crazy. I understand weed may cause temporary, mind you, not even permanent, temporary short-term memory loss. Just a short term, not long term, short term, and loss of motor skills. It kind of like incapacitates your motor skills. The only other thing that marijuana does bad is really like mess up your lungs, and it's because of the smoking itself, which happens with anything you smoke. That's something you can't avoid. Everything has its bad point, but that's the only thing wrong with marijuana. Meanwhile, right on the package of the cigarettes, they say, will cause this, will cause that, will do this, will do that, low birth rate, all this stuff it says, but y'all selling it. Alcohol, that is to me the number one killer in America, if you ask me, besides AIDS. And I think AIDS was made by the government myself. Don't tell nobody I said that. But yeah, it's just like, hey, y'all got cigarettes and alcohol legal, and to me it kills more than marijuana does. I don't understand. Like Ron Paul say, it does more to me, him, and I hope a couple of y'all smart ones out there. Alcohol does more damage to you than marijuana. As a matter of fact, marijuana actually has benefits. Where do you see anything beneficial about alcohol? Wines and spirits, maybe, but alcohol, liquor, whatever you want to call it, it has serves no great purpose. But y'all got that shit on sale in the market. I can go pick up a bottle right now, as long as I'm 21 and older. Shame. Shame. Look, like I say, our country is full of contradictions. I just thought I would share my points on that. I think it's a load of shit that we have to pay for health care, have to pay for our education and all this good stuff, because I feel like it should be free. It should be free because we're in a country that is built on the home of the brave, home of the free. And then I'm a little pissed at my presidents And I said presidents because there's actually a couple of them that helped make this happen over the last 12 some years. But I'm mad that our presidents, to me, it seems like they've lost the essence of what America usually was, what America originally stood for. All of our constitutional rights have been like changed to me. They're slowly but surely changing. They even wanted to pass a law to change the fact that we have the right to bear arms. And to me, that sounds like trying to destroy the world. Because if they make us get rid of our guns, everybody turn in their gun right now, what are we going to protect ourselves with? Okay, some people are probably shouting out knives. Oh, we can use bow and arrows and da da da. Go ahead to your what do they call it? Premature times, whatever you want to call it. Go ahead to that primate shit. But I'm gonna tell you what, when some bear come in your yard, a fucking bow and arrow is not gonna help you. Your shank is not gonna help you. Your butcher knife is not gonna help you against a larger animal or something of that caliber. We need firearms in a way, I feel like. For those of us who don't properly use them, that's just, you always gonna have one asshole that ain't doing what he's supposed to do. Always. Always. It doesn't matter what world you go into, what planet you on, you gonna have one asshole that ain't following directions. I guarantee it. And it might be a group of them. It might even be 3, 4, 5 of them. So don't get rid of guns because a couple of assholes don't know how to. They going around shooting up people. I mean, hey, I don't know. I like I say, to wrap this video up, I want to know what you guys think. I hope nobody hates me after saying this because I'm real patriotic. People might get mad about what I said, but the truth of the matter is, like I said, we pay a lot of shit, and there's a lot of shit going on in our country that really should not be. That's the way I feel. So, on that note, I want you guys to go ahead and leave some comments for me. Let me know what you think, your thoughts, and I'm moving to Canada. Who's with me?